What is up, homies? Welcome back to another trailer reaction from Heroes Reforged. We are reacting to the official teaser trailer for Willow. New teaser trailer dropped at Star Wars Celebration. I want to tell you though, at full disclosure, I have seen Willow once as a kid and I have not seen this movie in about 30 years. So I couldn't even tell you what Willow is about, to be totally honest with you. I just know that Warwick Davis and Val Kilmer were in it, and that's a Lucasfilm picture directed by Ron Howard. I need to rewatch it, apparently.
I used to get, and this is very sad, well, I was a child, but I used to get the little person from, the little person from Willow and the little person from Masters of the Universe confused as a kid, because they were kind of like weird stories.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Willow is pure 80s, and the Masters of the Universe movie is also the most 80s thing ever made. It's so crazy. And I feel like Warwick Davis has done a lot of, I mean, Warwick Davis played Leprechaun. Like, he's done a lot of special effects characters and stuff that he's played in his career. And just to kind of, it's so funny because I didn't know this trailer was coming out. And also, full disclosure, I kind of have seen it visually, but I didn't quite hear everything that is like the audio in the trailer. It was kind of booming loud and I couldn't quite make it out.
HECTOR NAVARRO, the co-host of Star Wars Celebration?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
One of the people there, and I'm on the floor talking. But just kind of randomly a few weeks ago, my girlfriend Abby, we were talking about Willow and we wanted to rewatch because she loved it when she was a kid. And so we actually just watched Willow again, the 80s film. And if I could kind of sum it up, it feels like, and I may be wrong, but it feels like it is Lucasfilm at that time, in that era, attempting a story that was like a Lord of the Rings. Remember, the Lord of the Rings movies were still 10, 15 years out. And it's really fun, and it's at times really spooky, but like in a good way. And it's also very funny at times. And I think it's also really unique in that I feel like it's one of the only films of its kind, a genre film, an adventure film, that actually has a little person actor like starring in the, as the lead sort of role. And there were little person actors who played Willow's like wife and children and community in the story, you know what I mean? Whereas today, or I mean, even 20 years ago with the Lord of the Rings films, the Hobbit characters were played by actors that were like digitally made, for scale and everything like that. So anyway, it holds a special place in a lot of people's hearts. And I think that with this show coming out in November, I believe, gives us a lot of time to maybe revisit the original movie and then to, to kind of compare and contrast. I see your eyebrows moving, Adam. Maybe it'll be a Patreon goal. We'll find out. I don't know.
You guys ready to watch the teaser?
Ready to go.
There is a story of a
Oh, wow.
Ooh, these visuals look great.
Yeah, dude.
And the unlikely hero who would protect her.
And we love him. He's great.
There is a balance between all things. Light and shadow. Good and evil.
Hey, there's ravioli.
When that balance is upset, the universe corrects.
Oh, cool.
There's Tony Ravolori.
The world needs you again. It needs your magic.
Into the unknown. That's where we must go.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, this looks rad.
Yeah. It's a series. Okay. First off, Adam, it's been like 30 years since you've seen it. What are your impressions? And then I want to go to Augustine. You are the #1 Lord of the Rings fan I know. I have to hear your take on it. But Adam, go first. What'd you think, man?
I think it looks amazing. Again, because it's been so long since I've seen Willow, I remember some of the visuals vaguely, and I remember some of the scenes and moments, but like on a deep story level, I don't remember the movie that well. But this, I mean, you can see that the budget is on screen, the animation, the visual effects. It looks like they really put a lot of thought into it. And I think because Willow is so beloved by so many people, it may not be Star Wars in its popularity and scale, but you have to kind of approach it with that same sort of love and craftsmanship. Otherwise, people are just going to be kind of turned off and they're not going to be interested if you did something that is too much of a departure from what they collectively remember in their mind about the original film.
We've got a new Lord of the Rings show coming out in September, and then 2 months later we have this. Augustine, is it tingling your jingles at all? How are you feeling about it?
It's just, to me, it's bringing back memories of me. I forgot what night it would be, but KTLA 5 would play in my hometown, and it would be movies. So they would play like Charles Bronson movies and Bruce Lee movies and like all these crazy old movies. And Willow was always among those movies. For some reason, as a kid, like I would watch it, but it never really stuck in my brain. So in my brain, I just have like bits and pieces of this movie that are happening as I'm watching it, and just rewatching these visuals and seeing it over again. I'm like, oh, it makes me very interested to rewatch Willow again and figure out why it's such a cult hit. Like people are still talking about it to this day, you know, and I really need to figure out where that magic is, because I love the fantasy realm. I love wizards and staves and swords and dragons and all that stuff. And so I think this is right up my alley. So we're going to have to do a rewatch. Do you have it in 3D?
This is not a 3D.
Come out in 3D. No
It's
way.
It's not even in 4K, I don't think.
Like, oh my gosh. Directed by Ron Howard. How many Ron Howard movies came out in 3D even? Solo.
I had to ask.
I know. But yeah, man, we'll have to watch it in 2D. But this new show looks great. I'm just to really hear the audio syncing up with everything. And it's a really well put together trailer. It makes you feel like you want to go on an adventure. It's beautiful. So
yeah,
absolutely.
About it looks really good.
Guys, let us know your thoughts about the series. What are you excited to see? Are you a big fan of Willow? Should we do a rewatch of the first Willow? Should we do a watch long of the series? Let us know if you're interested. Maybe we'll think about it. We got some months to figure it out. Let us know your thoughts. Subscribe if you haven't already. See you guys in the next reaction. Bye.